Paragraph 26. We begin our profession of faith by saying, I believe, or we believe. Before expounding the Church's faith as confessed in the Creed, celebrating the liturgy, and lived in observance of God's commandments and in prayer, we must first ask what to believe means. Faith is man's response to God, who reveals himself and gives himself to man, at the same time bringing man a superabundant light as he searches for the ultimate meaning of his life. Thus, we shall consider first that search, chapter 1, then the divine revelation by which God comes to meet man, chapter 2, and finally the response of faith, chapter 3. Reflection. We are beginning the first pillar of this catechism, the profession of faith. And in this first paragraph, we begin by I believe or we believe. That is the first place where we must start. Before expanding the Church's faith, which the Church's faith is expanded in the Creed, the liturgy, and the lived observance of the commandments and prayer, we have to ask ourselves, what do we believe? That is the foundation. And it says here, faith is man's response to God. How are we responding to God? Is it with faith, or is it something else? God reveals himself and gives himself to man. He gives man a superabundant light, and man responds, either through faith or doubt. The opposite of faith is doubt. And man responds with faith as he searches for the ultimate meaning of his life. And the ultimate meaning of man is knowing God, loving him, sharing him with others, so one day we will be with him in heaven, and bringing heaven here to earth now. And this is going over the 3 chapters we're about to go into. Chapter 1, that search for God. 2, the divine revelation by which God comes and meets man. And 3, this response of faith.